Hi YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in to another one of my videos. Today's video is going to be my experience at a Mac counter makeover, because I was kind of confused or just a little bit, had a lot of questions kind of before I went to the Mac counter, and I looked on YouTube and there wasn't really any videos that helped me out, so I figured I would do a video now that I've been to the Mac counter for a makeover to help out my viewers. So first off, let me say that I did just do a video right now, or not right now, but a couple days ago, posted on my Project Pan update. So I have been on a very strict no buying makeup kind of deal because I've been trying to use up my products. However, one of my friends had a prom theme party, so it was really fun. I am out of high school, so it was nice to have a little prom theme party again. And I did wear one of my dresses from senior year. So I wanted to get my makeup done, and it was kind of a reward to myself buying MAC makeup too, since I hadn't done it before, and it was just nice to save up. Wasn't really buying drugstore, so might as well splurge a little with some high-end. Okay, so I did, like I said, go to the MAC makeover, and let me say first off, the minimum is $50 in order to get your makeup done. You don't have to buy the makeup beforehand. You can go in there. You could set an appointment. You could even set an appointment even though you haven't bought any makeup. So I set the appointment a week in advance just so that I had space. I had a time slot. And what happens is, they give you a whole, your whole face done. And I showed him the dress in order so that, my little makeup artist, but my makeup artist would know the colors that I kind of wanted. And then the products that they use, you're able to buy. And you don't have to buy necessarily all the products that they use on you. You could buy something else that you were liking. And also, don't be afraid to go to the makeup counters and check things around. And if you like a blush, you can tell them at your makeup artist and say, I really want that blush, because my makeup artist, she was going to use that new product. It's the one that's like the lip and cheek kind of duo, and I really didn't want that because it does make your skin dewy, and I already have kind of problematic acne skin, and I did not want that showing on my face. And I told her I really wanted Prism. So she did that, don't worry, okay? So, okay, I went there. She did my eyes first, and my eyes was a little dramatic. I wore a teal and gold kind of dress. So she did the inner part gold, faded out to a teal and a dark teal, which would look really pretty, but it was just a little bit different than my usual. I like my neutral colors. This is probably as dramatic as I normally get, and this is like a dark, brown, smoky eye. I was kind of going a little bit Kim Kardashian eye. I don't look like her, but I was trying to do a little bit of a Kim Kardashian eye, so I don't know how well it really worked out. It's alright. So it was a lot of color, and I was a little afraid on that. And I let her know that I did want eyeliner, because that's just, I can't go out of the house without my eyeliner. I like to have a little bit of a cat eye. I always do a little flick of a cat eye, just a little tiny one. However, when she did my cat eye, I was literally shaking in my seat. She did it almost to my eyebrow tip. I was just like, oh my god, when she was doing it, my eyes were just shocked. And don't be afraid also, because I know it's a little kind of scary sitting there and just saying I don't like that. I'm sorry, but it is your face, it's your makeup, it's your night that you're going out with. So it's okay. Don't be afraid to tell them. Just don't be rude about it. Just be nice. So that's what I had to do. I told her, I was like, that cat eye, I'm sorry, but it is just way too dramatic for me. I didn't want it winged up all the way there. I'm sorry I didn't tell you in advance. I just didn't know you were going to do it like that. So she got a makeup towel, and she was able to get some of it off so that it was a little bit less dramatic, which was, happy for me, because it was just way too much. I couldn't do that. I'm a little bit too neutral, probably a little bit too plain for that. So that happened. She did my eye makeup. Now, something that I really did not like, and I wish that I was just fearful after saying that about my eyeliner to say anything else. She did my foundation, and although I probably look really light in this lighting here, but if you see, I'm really dark. My face is probably the lightest part on me. Everything else I'm pretty tan on. So sometimes what I like to do is tan my put a little bit of a darker foundation just so that it evens out and kind of looks similar to my body. And I had gone before, when I made my appointment the week beforehand, I had asked the makeup artist, oh, what foundation do you think I am? Because there's so many NWs, NCs, 20s, 30s, all this stuff. So she had told me, she's like, oh, you look like an NC30, and she actually matched it to my face too that day. They're really nice about it. They'll match it to your face if you ask any questions. And she did, and it looked pretty good. I mean, it probably was a little bit too dark for me, but it blended in with my skin really well. So when I got my makeup done, and I was sitting in the chair, and she started doing my makeup, and I looked at that color, and I was like, that looks really light. So I asked her, I was like, oh, what color is that? And she's like, oh, I'm using an NW20. Okay, I went from an NC30 to an NW20? No, and I've been in the sun way more than like a week ago. So I was just like, oh, when I was here, she told me I was an NC30. And, you know, she just told me, she was like, oh, no, I'll bronze it up more. And so she did a little bit bronzing, but I rather had that darker foundation with it, just to tan me out more. Because it ended up being like really light, and I didn't like it at all. And I did have bangs, but I was pulling back the bangs, and what I really did not like at all is that she basically missed out on this part where my bangs were. I pulled them back, but because she said that my bangs are going to be there, she just didn't do my foundation. She skipped out on areas. Instead of doing a whole foundation blended look, she only put it in certain spots. So only on my cheeks, on my chin, on my like forehead, like right in this area. Like she skipped out here a lot of like right here. She skipped out like right here, like because it was just the chin and my cheeks. So I did not like it because when I looked up close, I could see exactly where she did not put it, especially since it was a light foundation. I was just like, oh no, I don't like this at all. So my experience had its ups and downs. I liked my eye, like makeup. It looked pretty good, a little dramatic than what I'm used to. I told her I wanted the blush Prism because Prism is a really, really gorgeous color. So I told her that. And then she asked me, okay, let me tell you about this one too, okay, because in case you have any questions about this, when they ask you if you want lashes, you're going to pay for those lashes. They're going to use MAC eyelashes, okay? And have you ever seen MAC lashes? They kind of look what you can get in a normal, like, drugstore. You can just find, like, $1 or $2 lashes. That's what they look like exactly, okay? And I didn't know that you had to pay for them, so I'm like, yeah, of course I want to have some eyelashes. So when she, like, you know, rung me up in the cashier stand, I realized those lashes were $15. Like, what? I'll show you them. So here they are. They're in the MAC case. And here they are. Do you see these? Like, they're a little, oh, that's super bangled because I ended up sleeping with them, which is a terrible idea. So I basically spent $15 to never wear these again. I spent $15 for a one-time use. And if I would have known, I wouldn't have bought them or just like said for them. I would have put them on myself and used my wonderful $2 like lashes that are like great looking also. So if they ask you about your lashes, I mean, go ahead. If you want your lashes, and they'll put it on for you and everything. But just know you're going to pay for them, okay? So just in case you had any questions, because I had no idea about that. So I'm hoping this helps out a lot of my viewers if they have any questions. Trying to think of what else. Okay, I tipped my makeup artist, even though I wasn't exactly happy with it. She did spend a lot of time on me. Just, you know, she spent her time working on my makeup, and I really appreciated that. And when you get your nails done, when you get your hair cut and everything, it's just nice to tip, especially, you know, restaurants, everything. Just when you have a service kind of customer feel to it, it's just nice to tip the other person. I mean, I didn't tip like a whole lot. I tipped $5 at least, but still, it's some kind of tip. It's just nice. Like, thank you for spending your time on me, even though it didn't come out that great. Okay, sorry, that's a little mean. So, yes, that's what happened. I'm trying to think of anything else in my experience at that MAC counter. If you have any questions, comments, or any kind of concerns, go ahead and list it below. But because of these lashes, I didn't realize, you know, it just added up a lot. So just that day, personally, I spent $80 on makeup. And I'm going to show you a MAC haul. I'm probably not going to do another video, but I'll upload it just later on. So be on the lookout for my MAC haul. This is just my experience at the MAC counter personally, okay? So questions, yeah, comments, go ahead and list it below. I'll be happy because I'm not sure if I touched everything. So it is the $50 minimum. Be nice, maybe tip, that'd be great. The lashes, you know, you will pay for them. And don't be afraid to ask any colors that you personally want. Bring in a picture of like a celebrity whose makeup you really liked. And do some research on colors. Yeah, just don't be afraid on that, okay? So thank you for tuning into another one of my videos, and hope you have a gorgeous day. Bye.